So guys, when we that's always something that everybody is always mad at nowadays. Especially like it could be for anything. It could be for people just looking at each other, just stating some facts about some criteria between some male athletes and female athletes about testosterone level. Even when it comes to like movies, TV shows, comic books, and even video games, which is going to be the main topic for this video. Um, so we all know how a lot of these woke writers are everywhere nowadays when it comes to these mainstream media outlets when it comes to like news about politics or video games or movies. You see a lot of these SJWs just come all over the place, just completely write some BS or some crappy SJW woke story in order to try to bash some video game that came out over 10 years ago, and they can say something about those type of video games or those type of comics, but they won't say anything about the woke comics because they claiming that these woke comics are actually more into reality when in actuality these comics are mainly tone deaf and just tokenization just virtue signaling for a small minority that doesn't even watch or pay for any of the comic books or any of the movies. Prime example, when freaking Charlie's Angels went woke, nobody watched that shit. That shit was terrible. That movie was clearly bashing on just men. Like it could have been an innocent man. It could have been a smug type guy. In that movie, in the remake for Charlie's Angels, that movie just completely just took a huge piss all over men. And the director was pissed off that man didn't watch it, even though she said Christina Stewart, I think it was, she said like that movie was not for men, and she was pissed off when men didn't watch it, calling men sexist for not watching it. Again, guys, you cannot make this stuff up. But I'm not talking about the movies here. I'm talking about the video games. So let me show you this article from which I'm pretty sure some SJW some woke guy wrote it. Let me go ahead and put this up for you guys. Batman Arkham's character designs have aged poorly. Rocksteady developed its own aesthetic for the Batman Arkham series, but many of the designs from Asylum and City haven't aged well. So, guys, what I'm getting at is that when I first heard about this, it's like, yo, are they actually talking about costumes from a video game to try to? I mean, don't get me wrong. A lot of the character designs do draw a lot of people in. Prime example, Resident Evil 8. You think Resident Evil Village. You think people bought that for the storyline? Nah, they bought the game because Capcom knew exactly what they was doing. Promoting this tall vampire, big titty lady Dimitrescu. They used her to promote Resident Evil Village, and it worked. So they knew where their audience was going to be. So they knew exactly what they was doing. But when it comes to a game like Batman, the Arkham series, there was nothing like that in promotion. It was just a Batman game, good gameplay, all that stuff. But apparently, to this guy that wrote this article, it's apparently a bad thing now. 10 years later, even though the Batman Arkham series is one of the best video game series that I played. So let's go ahead and go on with this article. The Batman Arkham games still hold up as some of the best action adventure games out there. But unlike the gameplay, the character designs in Batman Arkham Asylum and Arkham City haven't aged well. Rocksteady's Arkham series revolutionized superhero games by pioneering the now widely imitated free-flow combat system, as well as having brilliant stories that boasted the iconic voice talent from Batman the Arkham series. Each entry is timeless in its own way, but one aspect that does not hold up is the series character designs. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and skip all this crap and just go to the main topic, which is the female designs from the Batman characters, mainly specifically Catwoman and Harley Quinn. So, according to this person, Catwoman's design and Harley Quinn's design from the Batman Arkham series was misogynistic. So let's go ahead and get on with the article. Batman's Arkham dated character designs for Catwoman. The simple and obvious issue in Catwoman's character design is the male gaze, which is, to this writer, a lot of men play this game because of the eye candy that is Catwoman. Don't get me wrong, her character design is pretty good, but this is not why I played. But Catwoman is not the reason why I played the Arkham series games. It's not the reason. So I don't know what this person is talking about, or how we even got here. Like, for real, she's showing a little cleavage. That's the basic human. That's basic cleavage. That's basic. Like, they out here claiming that okay, let's see what he says. This is nothing new to superhero comics or video games more generally, but it's becoming less and less acceptable as more people continue to point out the glaring issues between how men and women are depicted in fiction, particularly when it comes to the sexualization of female video game characters. In Catwoman's case, her design features incredibly long legs, delicate arms and hands, and a jumpsuit zipped down to reveal her cleavage. What is so wrong with that? What is so wrong with that? Catwoman's design saw some changes with Batman Arkham Knight's release, but her overall costume remained mostly the same and chose to forego any kind of actual armor or combat functionality. Character design is meant to reflect and emphasize the core of who the character is, and through Catwoman does use sex appeal as a tool, her actual power comes from wit and physical progress. Unfortunately, her design in the Arkham games doesn't reflect that. I'm for sure that this person never even played the Arkham games, because the combat system, the storyline when it comes to Catwoman, even though she was a DLC character, it was pretty good. Arkham City is one of my favorite games, right there with Arkham Knight. Then there's Arkham Origins, then Arkham Asylum. Not putting those in order, but the Arkham series is one of the most successful series out here, and that's due to Rocksteady knowing what to do with the Batman Arkham games. So again, I'm pretty sure that this author, this journalist, quote unquote, did not play these Arkham games as a gamer. He was playing them as a SJW, not as a gamer. Again, you have a lot of people play these games and they don't even know what the hell they're playing. Catwoman's design. Okay, now let's head over to Harley Quinn. Like Catwoman, the male gaze is Harley Quinn's biggest design flaw in Batman Arkham. Okay, so let's not even talk about the male gaze, and let's talk about the sexuality of freaking Harley Quinn. In the comics, she does a lot of sexual stuff with Poison Ivy. Batman, Robin, Nightwing, all these characters. But the one thing that pisses off this journalist is the character design in Batman Arkham, in the Rocksteady Batman Arkham series. Again, is she, because she's just showing a little cleavage? And it's safe to say that in comparison to her design for Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, her outfits in Rocksteady's trilogy don't hold up. In the Arkham titles, Harley's attire is clearly impractical, and her anatomical proportions are just like Catwoman's. Like Selina Kyle, Harley Quinn had an element of sex appeal to her character. Again, what is wrong with a little sex appeal? What is wrong with that? Again, a lot of people out here saying that the conservatives are out here trying to stop women from doing what they please, but then it's actually the social justice warriors that literally want women away out of the dictionary because it's too problematic for the LGBT. Again, this writer is a SJW, a woke person that wants to take away the sexual tendencies for women. It's not us, it's them. Harley Quinn had an element of sex appeal to her character, but it was punctuated with a goofy personality and her trademark Harley Quinn outfit. Both of these elements were missing in the Arkham series, and through an argument could be made about how these designs expanded the character's wardrobe. Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League proves how Harley can change her appearance and still retain her irrelevant personality. There are some similarities seen in Harley Quinn Suicide Squad and Batman Arkham depictions, which makes sense given Arkham City influenced her wardrobe in the comics and DCEU. But her most recent depiction fills her out with a bit more muscle and shows a bit more of her own personality. Her clothing is more practical, with combat boots, pouches, and leather biker's jacket that is specifically designed for lightweight protection. Okay, so here's the thing. They say stuff about Batman and Nightwing, talk about the costumes are too muscular to be an actual physique, but that's just the normal design. But what this character, what this author is most mad at is that the females' character designs are too problematic for a certain group of people, even though this article is 10 years too damn late. So now they are coming after the Batman Arkham series, which is a very popular series by Rocksteady. They want to fix these designs. Kept saying these designs are outdated, but then you won't see these same freaking SJW writers talk about the depiction of women in rap music, or the depiction of women, in movies, in the street, in the streets, stuff like that. They want to go after after fictional video game characters or comic book characters, people that are not real. They want to go after these people, these type of things. Again, saying the people are only drawn into the Arkham series because of the eye candy that is Catwoman and Harley Quinn, but all they're doing is just showing a little cleavage. How old is it? How old is this guy? He can't. This guy is talking about cleavage. This guy has to be a little kid to say that cleavage is problematic. Like, for real, people cannot be this damn sensitive over a video game or a comic book character. They can't be this sensitive, man. They really can't. It makes no damn sense how you can say that the main flaw for these characters is the male gaze and not the gameplay itself, but the male gaze and the character designs, the costumes depicting that these women are too sexual. But again, and all they're doing is just showing a little cleavage. How is that problematic? This is what women say that women should be able to do, but this guy obviously doesn't. He obviously says that those kind of ideas are outdated. So what would you expect these characters to dress as? More, you want them to dress more conservatively? Is that what you want? Hey, man, I don't know what this guy is talking about, but I'm just one opinion here, man. If you guys like I'm saying, like, I'm subscribed, share this video. I will see y'all next one. Peace.